Hey everyone. Today I want you to understand something very important. Speaking English like the top 1% is not about using big words. It is not about speaking fast, and it is not about having perfect grammar. It is about how you think, how you control your mind, and how you express your ideas. Most people spend years learning English, but when it comes to speaking, they still feel nervous, confused, and stuck. Not because they do not know English, but because they are using the wrong approach. They try to speak fast. They try to sound perfect. They try to impress. And because of that, they lose clarity, confidence, and control. But the top 1% do something completely different. They focus on clarity. They focus on control. They focus on communication. And the best part is this: these are not special talents. These are habits that you can learn and practice every single day. So if you are serious about improving your English, not just a little, but in a powerful way, then listen carefully. Because these steps are simple, but if you apply them, they can completely change the way you speak. Step 1. Think before you speak. Most learners try to speak immediately. Someone asks a question, and they start speaking without thinking. And because of that, their sentences become broken, they get stuck, they repeat words, and their confidence goes down. But top speakers never rush like this. They take a small pause, just 1 or 2 seconds. In that small pause, they organize their thoughts. They decide what they want to say. They choose simple words. They create a clear idea in their mind, and then they speak. This small habit changes everything, because when your thoughts are clear, your speech becomes clear. So here's what you should do. Start practicing this every day. When someone asks you something, do not answer immediately. Pause for 1 second. Take a small breath. Think about your main idea. Then speak slowly. You can also practice this alone. Pick any topic, for example, your day, your goals, or your plans. Before speaking, take 2 seconds to think. Then speak for 1 minute. Do not rush. Focus on clarity. If you do this daily, your mind will start organizing thoughts faster, and your speaking will become smoother and more confident. So remember this: do not rush to speak. Think first, then speak. Step 2. Use simple but powerful words. They believe that good English means difficult English, so they try to use big vocabulary, complex sentences, and advanced words. But this creates pressure. They forget words. They get stuck. They lose confidence, and their message becomes unclear. But top speakers do the opposite. They use simple words, but they use them in a powerful and clear way. Because the goal of speaking is not to impress people. The goal is to communicate clearly. If people understand you easily, you are already speaking good English. Start simplifying your English. Instead of trying to say long and complex sentences, break them into small, clear sentences. For example, instead of saying everything in one long sentence, speak in 2 or 3 simple sentences. This makes your speech clearer and easier to understand. Also, stop searching for difficult words. Use the words you already know, but use them confidently. Practice this daily. Choose a simple topic and explain it using only simple words. Record yourself. Listen again. Check if your message is clear. If it is clear, you are improving. Over time, your vocabulary will grow naturally, but your clarity will already be strong. And that is what makes you sound like a top speaker. So stop trying to sound complicated. Start trying to sound clear. Because simple English, spoken with confidence, is always more powerful than complicated English spoken with fear. Step 3. Stay calm under pressure. They know some English. They can understand. They can even speak when they are alone. But the moment they have to speak in front of someone, everything changes. Their heart beats faster. Their mind becomes blank. They start thinking too much. They feel pressure. And suddenly, even simple sentences become difficult. This is not because you do not know English. This is because you are not calm. Top 1% speakers are not perfect. They also feel nervous sometimes. But they have trained themselves to stay calm even when there is pressure. And this changes everything. Because when you are calm, your mind works better. Your thoughts become clear. Your words come more naturally. Your confidence increases. First, slow down your breathing. Before you speak, take one small breath. Do not rush. Second, stop trying to be perfect. Tell yourself one simple thing. I just need to express my idea. Not perfect English, not perfect grammar, just clear communication. Third, speak in small sentences. Do not try to say everything in one long sentence. Speak one idea at a time. This reduces pressure and makes speaking easier. You can practice this daily. Stand in front of a mirror. Ask yourself simple questions. Answer them slowly and calmly. Or speak in front of your phone camera. Even if you feel nervous, continue. Because confidence does not come before speaking. Confidence comes from speaking again and again. So train yourself to stay calm. Because a calm speaker always sounds more confident than a fast and nervous speaker. Step 4. Avoid filler words and speak clean English. Now think about your speaking. How many times do you say words like, like? These words may feel small, but they reduce your confidence. They break your flow. They make you sound unsure. They make your speech weak. Most people use them because they are thinking while speaking. They are afraid of silence. So they fill the silence with unnecessary words. But top speakers do not do this. They use silence as power. Instead of saying or they pause. And this makes them sound confident and controlled. First, become aware. Start noticing when you use filler words. You can record yourself speaking for 1 or 2 minutes. Then listen carefully. Count how many times you say or This will open your eyes. Second, replace filler words with silence. When you feel like saying just stop for a second. Take a pause. Then continue. At first, it will feel strange, but slowly, it becomes natural. Third, practice slow speaking. When you speak slowly, you get time to think. And when you have time to think, you use fewer filler words. Practice daily. Speak on any topic for 2 minutes. Focus only on one thing, no filler words. Even if you have to pause, pause. Over time, your speech will become clean, clear, and powerful. Because silence is not your weakness. Silence is your strength. So stop filling every gap with unnecessary words. Speak less, but speak better. That is what makes you sound like a top speaker. Step 5. Do not try to speak fast and loud. This is a very common mistake. Many learners think that speaking fast means speaking fluent English. They believe if they speak quickly and loudly, they will sound confident. But the opposite happens. They make more mistakes. They lose control of their sentences. They get stuck in the middle. They feel more pressure. And their confidence goes down. Top 1% speakers do not try to speak fast. They speak at a controlled speed. They speak clearly. They give time to their words. Because they understand one important thing. Clarity is more important than speed. If people cannot understand you, speed has no value. First, slow down your speaking. Not too slow, not too fast. just a natural pace. You can practice this. Take any paragraph. Read it out loud, but read it slowly and clearly. Focus on pronunciation. Focus on finishing each word properly. Second, use pauses. After every sentence, take a small pause. This gives your mind time to think, and it makes your speech sound more confident. Third, control your volume. Do not shout. Do not speak too low. Speak in a steady, clear voice. You can practice this by recording yourself. Speak 1 minute at normal speed. Then, listen. Check if you are rushing. If yes, slow down. Do this daily, and you will notice something powerful. When you slow down, your control increases. Your mistakes reduce. Your confidence improves. Because real confidence is not fast and loud. Real confidence is calm and clear. So stop chasing speed. Start building clarity. Step 6. Pay attention to your body language. English is not only about words, it is also about how you present yourself. Two people can say the same sentence, but one sounds powerful and confident, and the other sounds weak. Why? Because of body language. Top 1% speakers do not just speak with words. They speak with their presence. Their posture is straight. Their eye contact is strong. Their gestures are natural. And all of this makes their English feel more powerful. First, work on your posture. Stand or sit straight. Do not bend your shoulders. Your body should look confident, because your body affects your mind. When your posture is strong, your confidence increases. Second, practice eye contact. When you speak, do not look down or look away. Look at the person. If you are practicing alone, look into the mirror or camera. This builds confidence. Third, use natural gestures. Do not keep your hands completely still. Use simple hand movements to express your ideas. It makes your communication more natural. Fourth, practice in front of a mirror. Speak for 2 minutes. Watch yourself. Check your posture. Check your expressions. Check your confidence. Improve slowly. Over time, your body and your speech will start working together, and you will feel a big difference. Because people do not just listen to your words. They watch you. They feel your confidence. So improve your body language, because strong body language makes your English look strong. Step 7. Believe in yourself while talking. You may know English. You may understand everything. You may even have good vocabulary. But if you do not believe in yourself while speaking, your English will still sound weak. Because confidence does not come from words. Confidence comes from belief. Think about it. Two people can say the same sentence. One sounds confident. The other sounds unsure. Why? Because one believes in himself, and the other doubts himself. Doubt changes everything. When you doubt yourself, your voice becomes low. Your speed becomes uneven. Your words become unclear. Your mind starts overthinking. And slowly, you lose control. But when you believe in yourself, everything changes. Your voice becomes steady. Your words come more naturally. Your body becomes more relaxed. Your message becomes stronger. First, stop negative self-talk. Do not say I cannot speak. Do not say my English is bad. Do not say I am not confident. Replace it with simple thoughts. I am learning. I am improving. I can speak. This may feel small, but it changes your mindset. Second, practice speaking daily, even if it is not perfect. Confidence comes from action, not thinking. Speak for 2 minutes every day. Talk about your day, your plans, your ideas. Do not wait to become perfect. Start now. Third, accept mistakes. You will make mistakes. That is normal. Do not stop because of that. Keep going, because every mistake is part of your improvement. Fourth, Record yourself. Listen to your voice. At first, you may not like it, but slowly, you will get comfortable, and your confidence will grow. So remember this: your English does not need to be perfect to sound confident. You just need to believe in yourself while speaking. That is what makes the biggest difference. Step 8. Pause smartly. Most people are afraid of silence. When they speak, they try to fill every gap. They use filler words. They rush their sentences. They speak without control because they think silence is a weakness. But top 1% speakers know something powerful. Silence is not weakness. Silence is control. When you pause, you give your mind time to think. You make your speech clearer. You make your message stronger. And you sound more confident. Think about powerful speakers. They do not speak continuously without stopping. They pause. They give space between their sentences, and that makes their words more impactful. First, start using small pauses. After every sentence, stop for 1 second. Do not rush to the next sentence. This makes your speech calm and clear. Second, pause when you need to think. Instead of saying or just stop. Take a moment, then continue. This makes you sound more professional. Third, practice reading with pauses. Take any paragraph. Read it out loud. After every sentence, pause. Feel the rhythm. This trains your mind to speak with control. Fourth, record your practice. Listen carefully. Check if you are rushing or pausing properly. Improve step by step. Over time, pausing will become natural, and your speech will sound more confident and powerful. Because when you control silence, you control your speech. So do not fear pauses. Use them. That is how top speakers speak. Step 9. Speak with confidence, not doubt. They know what they want to say. They understand the idea. But when they speak, they add doubt in their voice. They say things like, maybe, I think, I am not sure. And this makes their speech weak. Even if their English is correct, it does not sound strong. Because confidence is not only about knowing English. It is about how you deliver your message. Top 1% speakers do not speak with doubt. They speak with clarity and certainty. Not because they are always right, but because they trust themselves. First, remove unnecessary doubt words. Do not start every sentence with maybe or I think. Say your idea clearly. For example, instead of saying, I think this is good, say this is good. Small change, big impact. Second, speak your sentences fully. Do not stop in the middle. Complete your thought, even if it is simple. A complete sentence sounds more confident than a broken one. Third, practice speaking with a strong voice. Not loud, but clear and steady. Stand straight. Take a breath. Say your sentence fully. You can practice this daily. Choose one idea. Speak it in 3 clear sentences. No doubt words, no stopping, just clear expression. Fourth, repeat your message. Say the same idea again in a different way. This builds confidence, because your mind becomes comfortable with expressing ideas. Over time, your hesitation will reduce, and your confidence will grow naturally, because confidence is not magic. It is built through practice. So stop speaking with doubt. Start speaking with clarity. That is how you sound strong. Step 10. Practice daily in real life. You can watch videos, you can learn rules, you can understand everything. But if you do not practice, your speaking will not improve. Top 1% speakers practice every day, not only in books, not only in theory, in real life. They use English again and again, and that is why they improve faster. So here is what you should do. First, create a daily speaking habit. Even 10 minutes is enough. But do it every day. Speak about your day. Speak about your plans. Speak about anything. The goal is to use English, not just learn it. Second, talk to yourself in English. This is very powerful. When you are alone, describe what you are doing. Say your thoughts out loud. This trains your brain to think in English. Third, use English in small, real situations. Order something. Ask simple questions. Reply in English when possible. Do not wait for perfect situations. Use small opportunities. Fourth, record your progress. Speak for 1 minute today, then again tomorrow. Compare. You will see improvement. This builds confidence. Fifth, stay consistent. Do not practice 1 day and stop for 5 days. Small daily practice is more powerful than big but rare effort, because repetition builds fluency. So make English a part of your life, not just something you study, because the more you use it, the more natural it becomes. And one day, you will realize something powerful. You are not translating anymore. You are not thinking too much. You are just speaking. And that is real fluency. So do not wait. Start practicing today. That is the only way to improve. Step 11. Listen more than you speak. Most learners want to speak more. They want to talk. They want to express. They want to show their English. But they ignore one powerful truth. Great speakers are first great listeners. Top 1% speakers spend a lot of time listening. They listen to how words are used. They listen to how sentences are formed. They listen to tone, rhythm, and flow. And because of that, their speaking becomes natural. But if you only speak without listening, your English becomes limited. You repeat the same words. You repeat the same mistakes. You do not grow. So here is what you should do. First, start listening daily. Not random listening. Focused listening. Choose one video or audio. Listen carefully. Do not just hear. Try to understand. Second, repeat what you hear. Pause the audio. Repeat the sentence. Try to match the tone and rhythm. This is called shadowing, and it is very powerful. Third, listen and notice patterns. How do they start sentences? How do they connect ideas? How do they express emotions? This builds your natural speaking ability. Fourth, combine listening with speaking. Listen to one sentence, then say it in your own words. This improves both understanding and speaking. Fifth, stay consistent. Even 10 minutes daily can change your English, because the more you listen, the more your brain adapts. And slowly, your speaking becomes smoother, more natural, and more confident. So do not just focus on speaking. Train your ears, because strong listening creates strong speaking. Step 12. Control your thinking while speaking. This is a hidden problem. Most learners do not struggle with English. They struggle with overthinking. When they speak, their mind is full of noise. Am I correct? Is my grammar right? What if I make a mistake? What will people think? And because of this, they freeze. Their words stop. Their confidence drops. Their speech becomes slow and broken. But top 1% speakers think differently. They do not overthink every word. They focus on the message. They allow themselves to speak freely. And that makes their speech smooth. First, reduce overthinking. Before speaking, tell yourself one simple thing. I will focus on my idea, not my mistakes. This changes your mindset. Second, use simple thoughts. Do not create complex sentences in your mind. Think in small ideas. Then, speak. This makes speaking easier. Third, practice speaking without stopping. Set a timer for 1 minute. Speak continuously. Do not stop to correct yourself. Do not overthink. Just keep going. This trains your brain to flow. Fourth, accept mistakes. You will make mistakes. That is normal. Do not stop because of that. Keep speaking, because fluency grows from flow, not perfection. Fifth, train your mind daily. Speak about simple topics. Reduce thinking time. Focus on expression. Over time, your brain will adjust, and you will stop overthinking. Because speaking is not about thinking too much. It is about expressing clearly. So, control your thinking. Do not let it control you. Because the moment you reduce overthinking, your speaking becomes natural. Step 13. Build a strong speaking identity. Most people practice English as an activity. They watch videos, they learn words, they try speaking sometimes. But inside their mind, they still see themselves as someone who is not good at English. And this is the real problem, because how you see yourself decides how you speak. If you see yourself as weak, your voice will sound weak. If you see yourself as confused, your words will become confused. If you believe you are not good, you will hesitate every time you speak. This is called identity. And top 1% speakers have a very strong identity. They do not say, "I am trying to learn English." They believe, "I am someone who speaks English." This small change creates a big difference. Because when your identity changes, your behavior changes automatically. First, change the way you talk to yourself. Stop saying, "I cannot speak English." Stop saying, "My English is bad." Start saying, "I am improving every day." Start saying, "I am becoming a confident English speaker." This is not fake motivation. This is training your mind, because your mind listens to what you repeat. Second, act like a confident speaker. Even if you do not feel fully confident, act like it. Stand straight. Speak clearly. Do not hide your voice, because action creates belief. The more you act confident, the more you start feeling confident. Third, create daily identity habits. Do not treat English as something separate. Make it part of your life. Think in English. Speak to yourself in English. Use English in small daily situations. When you do this every day, your brain starts accepting this identity. Fourth, visualize yourself speaking confidently. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself speaking clearly. Imagine people listening to you. Imagine yourself feeling calm and confident. This may feel simple, but it is powerful, because your mind starts preparing for that reality. Fifth, stay consistent with this identity. Do not change it based on one bad day. Some days you will struggle. Some days you will make mistakes. But that does not change who you are becoming. Keep reminding yourself, "I am learning, I am improving, I am becoming better." Because identity is not built in one day. It is built through repetition. And once this identity becomes strong, everything becomes easier. You stop doubting yourself. You stop overthinking. You stop hesitating. You start speaking naturally. Because now speaking English is not something you try. It is something you are. And that is the final transformation. So do not just practice English. Become someone who speaks English. That is how top 1% speakers are made. Step 14. Organize your thoughts while speaking. Most learners think their problem is vocabulary. Some think their problem is grammar. Some think they need more practice. But the real problem is much deeper. Their thoughts are not organized. They have ideas in their mind, but those ideas are scattered. They try to speak, but their mind jumps from one point to another. They start a sentence, then change direction in the middle. They forget what they wanted to say. And because of that, their English feels confusing, not only for others, but even for themselves. And when your thoughts are not clear, your speaking will never be clear. This is why top 1% speakers sound different. It is not because they know more words. It is because their thinking is structured. They do not just speak. They think in a clear order. They know exactly what they want to say before they say it. They speak one idea at a time. And that is why their speech feels smooth, confident, and powerful. Now understand this deeply. Speaking is not only about language. Speaking is about thinking. If your thinking is clear, your English will automatically become clear. First, train your mind to think in simple structure. Every time you want to speak, follow a basic pattern. Start with your main idea. Then explain it. Then give a small example or reason. Then finish your thought. For example, if you want to talk about your goal, do not say everything randomly. Say one clear sentence. Then explain why it is important. Then add one more point. Then finish. This creates flow. Second, slow down your thinking. Most learners try to think fast. They try to create perfect sentences quickly. And because of that, they lose control. So stop rushing. Give your brain time. Think slowly. Even if you take 1 second before speaking, it is fine. Because clear thinking is more important than fast thinking. Third, break your ideas. Do not try to speak long and complex sentences. Break your ideas into small parts. One idea. Pause. Next idea. Pause. This makes your speech easier to understand. And it also makes you feel more in control. Fourth, practice structured speaking daily. This is very important. Pick a simple topic. For example, your day, your routine, your plan, or your opinion. Now follow this method. Start with one main sentence. Then add 2 or 3 supporting sentences. Then finish with one closing sentence. Do this every day. At first, it will feel slow. But slowly, your brain will learn to organize thoughts automatically. Fifth, train your brain with thinking practice. Before speaking, practice thinking in English. Choose a topic. Think about it for 1 minute. Organize your points in your mind, then speak. This builds a strong connection between thinking and speaking. Sixth, record and analyze yourself. This is very powerful. Speak for 1 or 2 minutes. Then listen carefully. Ask yourself, are my ideas clear? Am I jumping between topics? Is my message easy to understand? Then improve. Do this regularly. You will see a big difference. Seventh, learn to stay on one idea. Many learners change topics quickly. They start talking about one thing, then move to another without finishing. This creates confusion. So train yourself. Finish one idea completely. Then move to the next. This builds clarity. Eighth, reduce mental noise. When you speak, do not think about too many things. Do not think about grammar, vocabulary, mistakes, and opinions at the same time. Focus on one thing, your message. Because when your mind is calm, your thinking becomes organized. And when your thinking becomes organized, your speaking becomes powerful. Over time, something amazing will happen. You will not need to think too much. Your brain will automatically organize your thoughts. Your sentences will become smoother. Your confidence will increase. And people will understand you easily. Because clear thinking creates clear speaking. So do not just focus on learning English. Train your mind to think clearly. That is what makes you sound like a top 1% speaker. Step 15. Build daily speaking discipline. You can learn every technique. You can understand every rule. You can watch hundreds of videos, but if you do not practice consistently, your English will not improve. This is the truth. Most people fail here, not because they are not capable, but because they are not consistent. They practice one day, then they stop for 2 days. Then they try again. Then they lose motivation. And because of this, they never build momentum. But top 1% speakers are different. They are not perfect, but they are consistent. They practice every day. Even when they feel lazy, even when they feel tired, even when they do not feel like it, because they understand one thing: consistency is more important than intensity. You do not need to practice for 1 hour. You just need to practice every day. First, fix a daily time. Choose a time that works for you, morning or evening. But once you choose it, stay consistent. Even 10 minutes is enough, but it must be daily. Second, create a simple routine. Do not make it complicated. Keep it simple and practical. For example, start with 2 minutes of thinking in English, then speak for 3 minutes, then listen for 3 minutes, then review for 2 minutes. This small routine can change everything if you do it daily. Third, make speaking a habit. Do not treat it like a task. Make it part of your life. Speak while walking. Speak while thinking. Speak while doing daily activities. The more you use English, the more natural it becomes. Fourth, track your progress. This is very important. Record your speaking every day, even 1 minute. Save it. After 1 week, listen again. You will see improvement. This builds confidence because you can see your growth. Fifth, remove excuses. You do not need a perfect environment. You do not need a partner. You do not need special tools. You just need to start. Even if you are alone, speak. Even if you feel shy, speak. Even if you make mistakes, speak. Because improvement comes from action. Sixth, accept boring days. Not every day will feel exciting. Some days will feel slow. Some days you will not see progress. But those days are important because those days build discipline, and discipline creates long-term success. Seventh, stay committed to your goal. Remind yourself why you started, why you want to improve your English. Keep that reason strong, because when your reason is strong, your discipline becomes strong. Eighth, focus on progress, not perfection. Do not expect perfect speaking every day. Focus on small improvement. 1 better sentence, 1 better idea, 1 more minute of speaking. That is enough. Ninth, build long-term thinking. Fluency does not come in 1 day. It takes time. But if you stay consistent, it will come. Slowly, your mind will adapt. Your thinking will improve. Your speaking will become smoother. Your confidence will grow. And one day, you will notice something powerful. You are not translating anymore. You are not thinking too much. You are just speaking naturally. And that is real fluency. So do not depend on motivation. Build discipline. Because discipline is what takes you from average to top 1%. And once you build this habit, no one can stop your growth. So start today. Stay consistent. And keep going. Because your future self is waiting for you. And it will only be built by what you do every single day. Now listen carefully to this final message. Everything you learn today means nothing if you do not use it. You can watch hundreds of videos. You can learn thousands of words. You can understand every rule. But if you do not speak, nothing will change. Your English will not improve because of information. It will improve because of action. So do not wait. Do not wait to feel ready. Do not wait to feel confident. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Start with small steps. Speak for 1 minute today, then 2 minutes tomorrow, then 5 minutes next week. It will feel uncomfortable. You will make mistakes. You will feel like stopping. But do not stop. Because every time you speak, you are breaking your fear. Every time you try, you are building confidence. Every time you continue, you are moving forward. And one day, you will notice something powerful. You are not translating anymore. You are not thinking too much. You are not feeling afraid. You are just speaking. And in that moment, you will realize you did not become fluent in one day. You became fluent because you showed up every day. So trust the process, stay consistent, keep speaking, because your future version is waiting for you. A more confident version, a stronger version, a version who can express ideas clearly without fear. And that version is not far. It is built by what you do after this video. So take this seriously. Apply what you learned and change your life step by step. If this video helped you, make sure to subscribe because this is just the beginning. Your journey has started. Now it is your turn to continue. Keep going.